What's up, guys? I'm on my way home from work right now, but the custom clusters that I talked about in my previous video have come in, and I've downloaded the software to recode it, and I'll explain more about that later. But I'll show you guys when I get home. I can't wait. It's really sick. Just 1 second. So as you can see, we're back home in the garage. E90's in here. I know it's filthy. Don't hate me for that. It's been a while. I haven't washed it. It's technically been a daily again since I've been keeping the Audi in the garage. Nothing's wrong with it. We're just we're about to sell it, so we're keeping the miles down, doing maintenance on it. Yeah, you know, the whole shebang. But anyways, like I said before, we're going to be doing the custom gauge faces that came in from Clusters and Coding. And I also forgot to mention, we're going to be doing the reverse lights and making them LEDs. So right now they're the yellow lights, but like since I have the LCIs and those are LEDs, like might as well just make everything LED, right? So yeah, let me show you what the reverse lights look like right now, and then I'll show you the gauge clusters and then the whole process. So but yeah, I don't know if you guys just saw, also the left one has been dead. I didn't even know that until I was at the gym one time, and since I was parking in reverse, I looked in the rear view mirror and there was like a glass door in the building behind me, and I saw only one of them was working. So that's also another reason I just decided to get the LEDs, because like if I'm gonna replace them, might as well upgrade them. So I got these LED bulbs from Boosted with Eric Customs. He does a lot of he has a sick E90 and he also sells stuff on his website, so I'm gonna link him down below. He has I also plan on getting a few other parts from him, because he has like a sick carbon fiber diffuser that just looks but yeah, so let me just get on with this and then let's get started. Okay, anyways, I also got these M3 style rings that look like an M3 cluster. I'll insert a picture of what I'm talking about. But anyways, you guys ready for the reveal? Ta-da! So basically, these are what they look like, and they are sick. I basically try to make this like I'm basically making like an M3 style clone, but like I'm not repping what I don't have, so I'm not gonna put M everywhere. So I put M54 since that's what the engine code for the 335 is. Well, the pre-LCI at least. But anyways, they're also gray because when they light up, so the newer M3s, they have this design where there's like a black at the bottom, and then the top also looks black, but when it's lit up from the back, which is why it's a gray. You guys will understand what I'm talking about when it's installed in the car. But what I also forgot to mention is, as you can see, this goes up to 200 miles per hour, whereas the original top speed is 160. I decided to just up it anyway, since I'm going to be doing major power gains for the car, so it also just looks cooler. Plus, like, you know, fast boy. I'm just playing. I'm not fast yet, but yeah, let's get in. I'm gonna get started with this install, and yeah, let's get to it. All right, so the only tool you're gonna need for this is a T10. I believe it's a T10 Torx. If you have one of those like Allen wrenches or the drill bits, I recommend using like a socket, because like you don't really have the freedom to spin the thing around. I'll show you what I'm talking about, but anyways, yeah, just get a T10 Torx and then let's get to it. All right, just kidding, I can't find my smaller Torx set, so I'm gonna be using this thing. It's basically like one of those like Allen key sets, and yeah. All right, so for this job, it's not necessary that you take off, unplug the battery. You're not gonna blow any fuses, but I guess if you still want to, you can. For the sake of this, I'm not gonna do it because it's not necessary. But before I set you guys down on the tripod, as you can see under there are two T10 Torx screws up here holding the cluster in place, and then once you take those out, you pull it downward and towards you so that you can release the pins that are connected to the cluster. And you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's kind of like you just have to do it. I've done this before, so like it's just easy, but it's still easy. So let me just set you guys down. Alright, so as you can see, we got everything laid out here. The new clusters, the new gauge faces, the old custom gauge faces also from Clusters and Coating. But we gotta go with this has a little more pizzazz to it. But anyways, I'm gonna set you guys on a time lapse and then we'll get to it. Alright, so I just put a shop towel here, and then you just pray that this doesn't break. We're good. Yeah, so just pry directly up, and you have to put them in the same exact position as they were because they're electronically controlled. So yeah, let me get to the rest of them. Okay, so I took them off, but yeah, I won't be able to sell them because I probably picked the worst time ever to cut my nails. So like I had no grip, and then I ended up damaging both of them, the tack and the speedometer. So yeah, life is good. Whatever, who cares? I'm Bezos. Anyways, okay, so the new ones, they have this like protective backing for the adhesive. So you just take that off and then you insert it on the cluster. I messed up the new dials, gauge faces, because as I was removing them to realign it, I guess I kind of jerked it in a way to chip off that layer. I mean, if I wasn't so OCD, it wouldn't bother me, but for now at least, I'm just gonna put this on and then I'll get in contact with them and try to get another one. But this is annoying. So yeah, get it right the first time so you don't deal with this BS. I'm gonna finish this. Hopefully everything goes better or just not like this. You guys have no idea how long I just spent doing that. I don't even know if I like it either. I'm just like micromanaging it, trying to get it as perfect as possible. But that's what it looks like. I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't know. I have to see it like inside the thing so I could see if it really is perfect or not. I mean, either way, this pisses me off because the annoying part isn't even that I can always order another one. It's just it takes 4 to 6 weeks to just even make these, because like they're not like paper. These are I don't know what material it is, but it's like very thick and sturdy. It's just that if you like bend it in any way, the paint chips off of the adhesive, and aligning it isn't even the hard part either. It's just once you take off the backing and try to like align it with the adhesive sticking to the cluster, it like gets hard, so you kind of have to like one shot it. And if you don't do that, you have to be very, very careful, unless, I mean, or else you'll do that, which, I mean, it is what it is. We move anyways. Moving forward, yeah, this is what it looks like now. Please, I really hope that's good. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. I really hope this works out. I'm going to first clean the inside of this, because as you can see, fingerprints everywhere. And when they shipped me this cluster anyway, the inside always looked like it was foggy, so that annoyed me. And I'm just gonna basically clean it thoroughly before I install these new rings. So give me 1 second. Alright, I got the faces back on. Now I'm going to put the new M3 rings, and we'll see how that looks. I just can't wait for this to be over. Oh, this just took longer than I expected, and I ended up messing this up. But it looks sick, and let's move on to the next part. So, whoops. I was having some problems getting my decant cable to read the car's information. So I'm just gonna do some more research tomorrow morning. But for right now, I'm gonna be replacing the reverse bulbs. So I'm just gonna put you guys on time lapse, and it's not that hard. You just remove. There's 8 of these like clips that keep this trim in place. You just use like a this plastic frying tool, and then once you get them all out, the bulbs are exposed and all the housing is exposed, and then you can just take out the old bulb and then put the new one in. So I'm just gonna do that real quick for you guys. Hey guys, how's it going? So it's actually a few months down the road, and long story short, I got the gauge faces replaced again because I just didn't like how it was cracked. I'm OCD like that. So I had them ordered by Clusters and Coating, and they turned out to be a darker shade of gray, which is what I wanted because it further mimics the F80 M3/F82 M4 clusters. And while those were coming in, I actually sent over my cluster to Clusters and Coating to do the M3 style variable Redline, which is basically when your car is cold, the Redline goes, I believe, to 4,000 RPMs, and then once it's warm, it goes back down to 7,000. I'll insert a clip to show you what that looks like. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.